Genesis chapter 4, verse 15. In the prior verse, Cain had expressed his fear that if the Lord sends him out and if he is moaning and wandering throughout the land, that he's going to easily be killed. And so now we have a measure of mercy by God in response. Ke epen alto, kurios ha theos, hutos, pas ha apoktenas Cain, hepta, ekdekumena paraluse. And there's the second half of the verse that we'll get to here in a minute. We start with the speaker is now kurios ha theos. Important to point out that at least the Masoretic as we have it just has kurios or Yahweh without the theos. So that's kind of interesting. He speaks, and so apen here, of course, is the third singular of lego, to him. So the Lord God is speaking back to Cain. And in response to Cain, the Lord God first says, hutos. So it would be something like, it will not be like this, with the hutos there, in this manner. Cain thought, okay, I'm going to be killed very quickly. God says, nope, that's not how this is going to play out. And then he explains why. Pas, anyone or all, ha apoktenos. This is from the same verb we saw in the prior verse, apokteno, and this is a nominative singular masculine aorist active participle. You see that S ending here. So notice it's substantival once again, like it was in the prior verse. So all who kill Cain, hepta, that's 7. Ekdekumena. And so this is from ekdikeo. That means to avenge, to extract vengeance. You'll notice with the mena ending here, this is going to be an accusative plural neuter, present middle participle. And so it's something like, it's a plural sense of acts of vengeance, because again, there are 7 of them. So the 7 here is dictating the plurality of this. So 7 instances of vengeance, and then the verb here is the main verb is paraluse, and you can probably tell this has luo under the hood. Paraluo means to unleash, to set up, or to set forth, and this is going to be a third singular future active indicative. So it's going back to, so this third singular future ending is going back to the substantival everyone who kills, or any, all who kill Cain. And so basically the sense here, if we sort of pause and translate all of it, everyone or the one who kills Cain will unleash a 7-fold vengeance or something to that effect. It's kind of an interesting expression here with this this middle participle that's plural. So 7 acts of vengeance he will unleash. Now let's take a look at the second half of the verse. Kai etheta kurios ha theos semeon to Cain. Tu me anelain auton panta tant hiriskanta auton. We'll begin again with our subject, which is once more kurios ha theos, though the Masoretic as we have it just has the tetragrammaton, so perhaps the Greek translators added the ha theos as in the prior half of the verse, or perhaps he had Elohim in his exemplar, we don't know. Then we have the verb here, which is etheta, which is from tithemi. You see that theta there under the hood. This is to put or to place. And this is going to be a third singular aorist middle indicative with that eta ending. So the Lord God put or placed semeon, a sign or a mark, and it's upon Cain, to Cain. Then we have an expression of sort of why does he do this? Why does he put a mark on Cain? To me, so there's a negation, which we're going to expect a non-indicative. Now, the to here is introducing a infinitive. And infinitives typically are going to have an accusative pseudo-subject. So let's actually skip ahead to the end of the verse to figure out what that is. Then we'll come back and put it all together. So we see a panta ton and then huriskanta. That's from hurisko. Notice that the ton here is accusative singular masculine. That means the panta is as well. And then huriskanta has that ant participle morpheme and an a ending, also accusative singular masculine. From hurisko, there's no spelling change here. You still have hurisk. This is going to be an accusative singular masculine, present active participle, and they're finding him. So put it all together. All of the ones finding him, or anyone who finds him, that is Cain. Notice it's all in the accusative. Well, this is the true accusative. This is your pseudo-subject. So let's now go back to the infinitive, which is anelain. That is from anaireo. That means to put away, Can also mean to destroy. You'll notice that there is quite a bit of a spelling change here from anaireo. This is an aorist active infinitive. And so that confirms this whole idea that this bit here is the quasi-subject, the pseudo-subject of this non-indicative verb. So, and they find him. That's referring again back to Kain. So the final translation would be something like this: and the Lord God placed a sign upon Kain, so that genitive articles introduce a result infinitive, so that not everyone who finds him, so they will not kill or put him away or do away with him or something to that effect. So it's kind of interesting, even though we don't know what this marker is, but God is actually showing a measure of mercy to Kain by setting him apart in some way visibly so that people will not put him immediately to death when they come upon him as he feared. So an interesting way in which God responds to Kain's concerns.